What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of SmackDown, as well as the wildest news, stories, and rumors you need to know, including major fan backlash after SmackDown, embarrassing wardrobe mishap during match, WWE star addresses growing fan concerns, WWE announces CM Punk's appearance, AEW star's social media post raised eyebrows, plus much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. As always, we won't recap the matches, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good. Number 1, show-stealing title match takes over SmackDown. Rey Fenix and Axiom delivered an absolute banger on SmackDown, putting together the kind of fast-paced, high-energy match that had the crowd invested from start to finish. The chemistry between both stars stood out immediately as the match blended smooth counters, rapid-fire sequences, and multiple near falls that made the contest feel much bigger than its television runtime. In the end, Rey Fenix successfully retained the AAA Cruiserweight Championship, but the bigger takeaway was how effortlessly both men created a pay-per-view level exhibition in such a short amount of time. Number 2, massive reactions for Chelsea. In a backstage interview, Tiffany Stratton tried explaining why she helped longtime rival Charlotte Flair earlier in the night, but the segment quickly spiraled out of control when B-Fab and Michin interrupted, looking for another fight. That was when Chelsea Green suddenly stormed into the scene, screaming and wildly swinging a kendo stick, instantly drawing one of the loudest reactions of the night. The Rhode Island crowd erupted with loud "Chelsea, Chelsea" chants as Green chased B-Fab and Michin away backstage, further highlighting just how organically popular she's become with live audiences, despite rarely being positioned as a major singles star on WWE television. Number 3, Triple H may have made the right call after all. Chelsea Green's backstage confrontation eventually led to a tag team match with Tiffany Stratton and Green facing B-Fab and Michin. However, the bigger development came when Jade Cargill interfered and helped B-Fab and Michin pick up the victory. After laying out Tiffany Stratton with a devastating Jaded, Jade picked up the Women's United States Championship and stared directly at the title, making her intentions very clear moving forward. And honestly, this may actually be the right direction for both women right now. While Jade Cargill's presence and star power continue to stand out, there is still a feeling that she benefits more from continuing to develop outside the main event scene for now. At the same time, despite Tiffany Stratton's rapid rise and strong in-ring ability, she has still faced occasional criticism regarding her in-ring consistency. That is why this feud feels important for both sides. Number 4, great addition to WWE title scene. The tension between Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn exploded on SmackDown during one of WWE's most emotionally charged segments in recent weeks. Sami reminded Cody that he was the first person to celebrate with him after WrestleMania 40, before pointing out that names like Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, and LA Knight no longer seem close to him. That led Sami to suggest that maybe Cody himself is the real problem. Emotions then boiled over when Sami slapped Cody, only for Cody to immediately fire back with a slap of his own. Sami later grabbed a steel chair, but after hesitating for several moments, ultimately walked away instead. Then came the biggest twist of the night, as Cody Rhodes' next challenger Gunther announced that next week's championship match will feature Sami Zayn as the special guest referee. By the end of SmackDown, the entire situation felt far more unpredictable than it did just 1 week ago, and that uncertainty has certainly made next week's championship match feel significantly bigger. Well, that was the good. What about the bad? Well, Number 1, Joe Tessitore faces fan backlash. Alexa Bliss caused chaos on SmackDown after making a surprise appearance during the Queen of the Ring Fatal 4-Way match involving Lyra Valkyria, Sol Ruca, and Jade Cargill. However, the bigger talking point afterward involved Joe Tessitore. During the segment, Tessitore stated that Bliss had finally recovered from Jade's attack and was now back and looking for vengeance. The issue is that Alexa had already returned days earlier on the June 8th episode of Raw, where she competed against Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, and Chelsea Green. The continuity error quickly caught viewers' attention online, with many joking that Tessitore may need to keep closer track of WWE's other flagship shows. Number 2, WWE is quietly ruining the tag team division. After being absent from television for nearly a month, Los Garza resurfaced on SmackDown in a bizarre backstage segment involving Danhausen and his laboratory. The segment itself fit naturally into Danhausen's eccentric presentation and delivered some entertaining comedy moments. However, it also continued a growing issue surrounding SmackDown's tag team division. Los Garza remains one of WWE's more technically skilled tag teams, yet they continue to be utilized primarily in backstage comedy segments rather than meaningful tag team programs or high-stakes matches. Number 3. WWE stars' early momentum is slipping away. Another Blake Monroe vignette aired on SmackDown this week, with Monroe now shifting her attention toward Charlotte Flair. Rather than building one clear story, WWE has positioned Monroe targeting a different top star almost every week, including Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton, and now Charlotte Flair. Nearly 2 months after WrestleMania, Monroe still has not wrestled an official televised SmackDown match despite competing in dark matches before the show. At some point, WWE will need to move beyond the weekly coming soon vignettes and establish a concrete storyline direction before Monroe's early momentum cools off completely. Well, that was the good and the bad. What about the downright ugly? That brings us to what was easily the most controversial moment coming out of SmackDown, as WWE's decision to have Jey Uso advance in the King of the Ring tournament immediately sparked major backlash online. A large section of fans openly expressed frustration across social media, with many arguing that main event Jey Uso fatigue has fully set in. Some viewers harshly described him as just an entrance, while others criticized WWE for once again prioritizing bloodline-connected stars over wrestlers they personally view as stronger in-ring performers. Some fans also used harsh labels like Nepo family choices while criticizing Triple H's booking direction. All that aside, the frustration only intensified because the match once again ended with interference. Solo Sikoa attacked LA Knight with a Samoan spike, allowing Jey Uso to capitalize with a top rope frog splash for the victory. The interference-heavy finish also hurt the overall tournament atmosphere because King of the Ring traditionally carries the expectation of decisive wrestling outcomes rather than constant faction involvement. SmackDown this week turned into a chaotic night filled with major fan reactions across the board. While Cody Rhodes, Gunther, and Sami Zayn delivered a psychological masterclass ahead of their upcoming title clash, frustration also exploded online over WWE's repetitive Blake Monroe vignettes and several controversial creative decisions tied to Night of Champions. What was your overall take on the show? Sound off in the comments below. And now, let's move on to the news. Embarrassing wardrobe mishap during match. The Queen of the Ring Fatal 4-Way featured Jade Cargill, Charlotte Flair, Lyra Valkyria, and Sol Ruca and delivered plenty of chaos, with Charlotte Flair ultimately advancing in the tournament. However, the biggest talking point came during a double superplex sequence when Jade Cargill's wig accidentally came off upon landing. To Jade's credit, she immediately continued wrestling and tried adjusting it without fully breaking the flow of the match, although the situation became increasingly noticeable as the bout continued. Jade later reacted to the moment online and joked about the incident herself. "Y'all, biggest fear happened tonight and I think I'm still alive. My wig won though." WWE star addresses growing fan concerns. Piper Niven is attempting to calm growing fan concerns after recent comments about her neck surgery sparked fears regarding her long-term wrestling future. After one fan posted an emotional message thanking her for years of memories and reacting to the possibility she may never wrestle again, Niven personally responded in an attempt to clear up the situation. "Don't count me out just yet, chick, letting people know that it will be a long time and maybe possibly not at all, so we don't have to answer the same question 50 times a stream." Niven has been absent from WWE television since August 2025 following her match against Charlotte Flair on SmackDown in Dublin. She recently revealed that she underwent neck surgery in California and admitted the months leading up to the procedure were filled with pain, uncertainty, and heartbreak. However, Piper also shared that she felt immediate relief following the surgery, giving some hope regarding her recovery process moving forward. At this stage, Niven is not announcing retirement, but she's also making it clear that this will not be a quick recovery, leaving her long-term WWE future uncertain for now. WWE announces CM Punk's appearance. CM Punk is officially set for a public appearance next month, and the timing is already fueling speculation surrounding his WWE return. During SmackDown, WWE confirmed that Punk will appear at Fanatics Fest on July 19th at the Javits Center in New York City. Punk has been absent from WWE television since the Raw after WrestleMania 42, where he lost the World Heavyweight Championship to Roman Reigns. That same night, WWE also teased a possible future showdown between Punk and Cody Rhodes before quietly pulling him from television. With SummerSlam season approaching and Raw soon returning to Rosemont near Chicago, many fans now believe Punk's comeback could be much closer than expected. AEW star's social media post raised eyebrows. Before WWE officially announced CM Punk's upcoming Fanatics Fest appearance, Fightful Select reported that some people within All Elite Wrestling believe the door may not be completely closed on Punk rebuilding relationships within the company one day. According to the report, there were even people saying never say never when discussing the possibility of bridges eventually being rebuilt. However, only hours after the report surfaced, Jack Perry appeared to respond in his own way. Perry posted an image on his Instagram story showing a monkey setting fire to a bridge alongside the caption, "The bridge is burned." Fans immediately connected the post to Perry's infamous backstage altercation with Punk at All In 2023, which ultimately led to Punk's firing from AEW and Perry evolving into his scapegoat character. Whether intentional or not, Perry's message appeared to strongly suggest that, at least from his perspective, there is no repairing that relationship anytime soon. Kevin Owens' wife publicly calls out CATHY KELLEY. While speaking with Chris Van Vliet, CATHY KELLEY opened up about her recent autism diagnosis and explained that Kevin Owens had been especially supportive because he was already familiar with the subject through his own family. But yeah, he's been super supportive, especially since the diagnosis, since he knows so much about it because of his son. The comments quickly drew a response from Kevin Owens' wife, Karina Elias, who later addressed the situation in a now deleted Instagram story. As someone who actively tries to stay out of drama, when it comes to my child, I have to speak up. Recently, CATHY KELLEY mentioned my son in an interview. Why she would choose to talk about someone else's child's medical history is beyond me. What she said isn't true. I do my best to keep my family private. As a protective mother, it really angers me when someone takes it upon themselves to talk about my children on a public platform without my, Kevin's, or their consent. The fact I need to come out and clear this up is so ridiculous. The situation has since sparked wider discussion online regarding privacy boundaries surrounding children and medical topics. There you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Don't forget to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time, back for some more wrestling content.